Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles offense will get the first swing of the game. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling, when they had so much NFL talent and speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
They'll leave it with him. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done, and you can not involve the kicker. A lot of times in this series, things will go well, but they executed, they made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get 2?
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close. Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Gets open down the middle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looks as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida State! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To the air, it's Ward. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Benson. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Morlock. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Well, the offense is trying to get it done on the ground there on third down, but they just can't seem to make it work because of how physical the defense has been, guys. It's made this offense very one-dimensional. I mean, the only way it seems they can move the football is when they try to throw it.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense has a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Ward. They're trying to get to him. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Martinez on the carry. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On first and 10 from the 38. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that, there are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Morlock. Touchdown Seminoles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Martinez. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Ward. Quick strike complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Hey, knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Let him bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They'll turn to Martinez. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Touch pass on the right. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Back to pass, it's Glenn. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, K.
And that's why this quarterback is such a big weapon, guys, because in this area of the field, they can call these design QB runs, get the extra blocker at the point of attack, and go score. And they showed you that physicality there.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Toafili. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the misfire, it's second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Glenn. Trying to get rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on third and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Got it on the outside. It's George. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. To the air. It's Ward. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home, gets the sack on third down.
And the Canes line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They want that clock to run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On second down, wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martinez. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. The aerial assault continues. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.